Would you know anyone? She's made it through heaven. She's made it through hell. It's just another story to tell. Have you ever felt you're missing the dream? Have you ever wished that love was like a movie on the screen? Filled with heartbeats and fights too hard to night. Looking at the balcony on the floor, in the great big boulevard, the place she belongs. It's just another story she tells. Have you ever felt you're missing the dream? Have you ever wished your life was like a movie on the screen? Filled with heartbreaks and fights through Hollywood nights. Through Hollywood nights. Through Hollywood. I call you up in the middle of the night, been bothered by dreams and feeling alright. You give me comfort, say just give it some time. By the end of our talk, I'm feeling just fine. You and I will always know where we belong. This ain't no ordinary love we got going on. Pick you up in the 59 Ford. We'll head on down the road until we get bored. Just you and me and the sun and the wind. If the rain should start falling, we'll head on home again. Everybody else can see where we belong. Oh, ain't no ordinary love we got going on. End of the world, together forever is one in our brain. If ever you should be in doubt, and I pray they never can put us apart in our way. For the time when we'll be together every day, but I know if ever we'll be led astray, then I'll find my way back home to you again. Together forever is one that I pray. If ever you should be down, and I pray they never can pull us apart in our way. At the end of the world, together forever is one and I pray. If ever you should be down, and I pray they never can pull us apart in our way. For the time when we be together every day, but I know if ever we'll be led astray, then I'll find my way back home to you again. I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain starts hitting down. On a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine to keep me going strong. I just need my happy face to keep me moving on. Looking out the window, reflecting who I am. No one ever stopped me, not even Uncle Sam. Life might be a struggle, life might be a fight, but I am here to show the world that I can make it right. On a bad day, on a good day, on a bad day, it's raining. Settle down here below. When it's not a thing, it's a hoax, it's a shame, that's all. In the city of dreams, that's all you've been waiting for. Do you ever feel those places really fine? It's a long life ride, and no one will take the time. And it brings me down. Yeah. take the time. And it brings me down. It brings me down. It brings me down. It brings me down. Unused, sometimes left alone in the heat of the night. Every time I look like a play, got nothing but my soul to play. Well, you said it's all done. Something tells me I should leave the town. Go on ahead, one more time. Play your tricks on my always mind. Oh no, you are mine. Blah, blah, baby. Out of the car, down in the drain. I need a miracle to make it whole. I wanna tell you, I'm out of love. Somebody help me, I just wanna see you right now. I was born in a cage. My own mama could have had it always. So divine, so pure. I can't live that right anymore. Just wanna have some more. You can't give me what I need for sure. I got nothing left to lose. Bye, my baby. Out of the car, down in the drain. I need a mirror.
Good morning, everybody. Let's get the show started. Oh, that's not good. That didn't work. Let's try again. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, huh? Good morning, everybody. So, no Grant here with me today. It's just me and you guys. For now, I'm sure I'll have people jump up here in a second. A guest is going to be here actually tomorrow now. And we got some games going up here. So let's get going. Let's find out who jumps up. Never know who it's going to be. Oh, my counter's working today. Hey, MD Outdoors, Muscle Car Appraisal. Hey, how you doing, MD? How you guys doing? Vegas Ghost Girls Paranormal Investigators, welcome. Turn that heat down a little bit if I can actually hear you. Hey, Grant, how you doing, man? Yeah, we're missing you. We have a lot going on in here right now, and we got 9 people in the house. Everything's working today, guys. And we have this game going on up here, guys. It's called Stream Boss. If you guys donate to this over here, you'll get a message played across the screen, and if you could take over the whole stream. It's a lot of fun. Who all do we have in here? We have Lacey in here. Lacey's got a great channel, guys. Make sure, if you guys don't know, Serving from My Home, you guys really should know Lacey. She has awesome do-it-yourself stuff there. Great channel, guys. Hey, Muscle Car Appraisal, how did your show go the other day? Hey, Beantown Angler, how you doing? You were saying we're going to start snowing? I hope it don't start snowing. Rush, Broyhes, Outdoors. We're looking for some people to come up here. Who wants to be up here on panel with me? It went well. It was very stressful. Yeah. And these are not the easiest thing to run. They get easier the more times you run them. Hey, Muscle Car Appraisal, would you like to come up and be on stream with me? I've had you up here once before. That Mosier boy. One of these days, I'm going to get the Mosier boy up here on panel with me. Well, we're kicking it old school here, guys. Okay, Muscle Car Appraisal, I'll bring it up. I don't remember his email. I was like, I gotta go grab the email from the conversations. I don't have to do that. Hey, Muscle Car Appraisal, if you go to a Hangouts and check our last conversation, I'm dropping you a link right there. So all you have to do is click the link and it'll bring it right up. Think about opening the phone lines up. See here, boom. Conversations. Let's see here. There we go. I have to just do it that way. You miss so much when you're trying to. It's not coming out that way. Hey, Fishy Angler's here, guys. What up, Fishy Angler? Great to see you here today, man. Invite pending. Okay. Oh, where do I have him before? I think this is one right here. Okay, Muscle Car Appraisal, if you go to our last time you're online with me, I'm dropping a link right there. And I'm also going to drop the link in our conversation on Facebook. I've had a lot of conversations. Copy that URL, you'll come straight up. Oh, I gotta find our conversations again. So let's do a roll call of who's here right now. We have A&J Outdoors, Bass Binkins TV, Beantown Angler, Size Detecting, Fishy Angler, Grant McIntosh, Jason Hosel, J0530, Lake Creek Bottoms Outdoors, MD Outdoors, Muscle Car Appraisal, Nicholas Piat Outdoors, Rush for his outdoors. Serving from my home, Lacey. That Mojo Boy, Vegas Ghost Girls, Paranormal Investigators, and WTF Mike. Hey, Mike, where you at? Oh, I see Mike's in the house, got everyone. Oh, thanks, man. And if everyone would go out and post and tweet this out, anything and everything. Let's get this growing big, big, big. It's just me up here, me versus the world today, guys. Having to, uh-oh. Do. There we go. I found them. Man, I'm running one screen and I need like 7 to keep my eyes on everything I need to keep my eyes on. While I'm building my studio, that's going to be one thing I invest in. There's going to be a desktop and then I'm going to put 4 60-inch TVs up. I think that's the only way I can keep an eye on everything I need to keep my eye on in here. Good morning, Browntown Fishing. Hey, Browntown Fishing, would you like to come up and be on panel? Trying to get some new blood up here. Let's see here. Let's also drop a link over here. Good morning, Browntown Fishing. Hey, Browntown Fishing, would you like to come up and be on panel? Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Hey, Derek, how you doing?
Can you go over to your stream and mute that part? Also drop a link. If you go over to like where the stream is, there's like that little magnifying, that little speaker down there. If you click it, it'll turn off that background noise.
Hey, Derek, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Go over to your stream and mute
that part. So how did your live go the other night?
It went well. We had to the computer kept on crashing when I was doing the practice runs in the afternoon, but a guy named Jim from Video Call-In Show, he's a television producer that runs his own YouTube channel. He canceled his show that night, and he was our producer that night from Indiana. It was pretty awesome how that worked out.
Yeah, I was glad I was able to help you get all set up.
You were amazing, Derek. I tell you, it's amazing the nice people that you meet in the YouTube community.
Serving from your home, Lacey. This is Muscle Car Appraisal. This is the man behind the Muscle Car Appraisal. He appraises all of our cars.
Well, I'm part of the group. The actual owner of Muscle Car Appraisal is Jim Murphy, and I run his back room for him. Yeah, and it's a lot of work setting up one of these panels, isn't it? It was a lot of work. I respect everybody who's doing live streams. I never realized how much work was involved.
Yeah, just imagine if you made your screen look like mine.
Yeah, you do a good job. You're good at what you do.
Oh, Derek, it gets even more in detail when you start playing with code. Like if someone went and donated to that HTTP, that muscle, that one right there, that one up there, that URL up there, stuff will happen on the screen.
Cool. Yeah, you were amazing, Derek. Thanks for coming to our rescue.
You're welcome, man. And I'm glad I was able to figure out exactly what was going on.
It's nice, all the people that you meet in the YouTube community. It's been we've been doing it for just over 4 months now, and it's been a wonderful journey.
Yeah, and it is a lot of work getting that all set up, and it's just this right here what I'm working on. Oh, this right here what I worked right here took about 4.5, 5 hours to build.
It looks good. It looks really sharp.
So, do you like to hunt and fish?
I like to fish. I live in Connecticut, and I like to go to on the party boats in the Long Island Sound, the My Joy. Um, I like deep sea fishing, blue fishing.
Okay. And what's your favorite technique for fishing out
But
there?
it's pretty simple on the My Joy. You just stick the line over the boat into the ocean, and that's it.
What's your favorite bait?
uh, Derek, it's been probably 10 years since I've been fishing on the My Joy. I don't remember what they use.
Oh, that's too bad.
I don't remember what they used, but I know it was a lot of fun. We used to do it as company outings, and we used to have to get up at 2:30 in the morning and drive down to the Sound, and the party boat used to leave at 5 a.m. and get back at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun.
The most exciting part of it was when the bluefish actually bit. They put up a really good fight.
How big were these bluefish usually?
They were as big as probably 18 inches.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
18 inches.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But that's about the only fishing I did. I do.
Yeah, and that sounds like that'd be a lot of fun. So,
Have you ever been on a party boat like that in the ocean?
oh, I've never been on a party boat fishing. That sounds like something I need to do.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it. It's really well, that's not true. 10 years, no, it's been probably about 5 years ago. We were on vacation in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and we went on a party boat there also. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Somebody else takes care of transporting you, and you just focus on fishing. I bought my 3 kids with me and my wife, and we had a ball. It was great.
One second, I need to mute this conversation. The society's getting a little crazy over there and blowing up my computer. Yeah, we have this society, and we go around. We help build those channels up, and it's a lot of fun.
Are we live right now, Derek?
Yeah, we're live.
Cool.
We have let me see how many people we have in here right now. We currently have 19 people in the room, according to that counter.
Well, I want to thank you, Derek, for putting up this channel. It's helped a lot of new YouTubers meet and network with other YouTubers. It's although fishing is not my thing, I come back to your channel every day because I learn from you and from the other YouTubers. It's a great place to network, and thank you for putting this up for all of us.
Oh, you're welcome. And I absolutely enjoy it. I mean, I work. I don't think people realize how many hours I put behind the scenes. There's days I put 12 hours into this show.
I totally believe you. After our live stream on Wednesday, that opened my eyes to see how it's not as easy as people think it is. But it's fun.
It's not just that. It's contacting potential guests.
Yes.
I probably contact between 50 to 100 people a day. And trying to get them to fall into place right, and then you have cancellations like I had today. But he's going to be here on the second part of the show tomorrow. So tomorrow we got 2 guests.
That's good. That's good. Well, you have a lot of good people supporting you. I watch most of the guys who support you. I've become fans of their channel, and I watch their content. And you've put together a really good community. You should be proud of yourself.
And I'm constantly growing that community every single day. And one of the ways I do it, which I don't think a lot of people do, is I go and I check out really small channels, and I also check out some huge channels. I'm talking to a channel right now that's gonna be coming on the show in a future episode that has over 100K.
Wow.
And then I have another channel which is coming up next Thursday, and they're over 18K.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Are you close to being monetized?
I'm in review right now.
How long does that process take?
It can take anywhere from a couple weeks to I know channels that have been in review for months.
Wow.
But I don't think mine's going to take that long. And come when the water opens up, as soon as I get buy this kayak I'm working on raising enough money for right now, we're going to be live from the kayak all the time.
Oh, that should be fun. What kind of kayak is it?
Right now it's just it's a Northwestern. It's only like $500, but it's got a wide base, and I'm gonna put 2 cameras on there. I'm gonna put a camera from the behind and one in the front, so I'm gonna be shooting multiple angles.
Cool. That'll be fun. You know what's going to end up happening for you because you're really into fishing. Somebody's going to end up sponsoring you.
You know, the problem with taking like pro staff or sponsorships, doing the kind of shows I do become almost impossible. Okay, I take a clothing apparel one like Bass Camel, let's say. All of a sudden now I've got a Bass Camel here, and then you come over here, I can't bring on any of the other apparels onto the show. So let's say if I do that with the custom lure, and I keep getting those pro staffs, I'm not going to have a show. I'll put myself right out of business.
Right, right.
The kind of sponsors which I'm actually looking for right now are the ones that are going to sponsor me during my KBF tournaments, and you get a little logo on my kayak. And then on top of that, I'll talk you up during the tournaments, and that's 300-400 people at most of those tournaments.
It will happen for you. You're a sincere person. You're a good person. It's going to happen for you. I always believe that if you put out positive vibes, you get back positive vibes, and you're constantly doing that, Derek.
Everyone's sitting there saying they can't wait to see the super chat button for me, and that's going to be absolutely awesome when it happens. But if you guys really want something to help me now, you can go over to the streamlabs.com with my channel there, and it will be absolutely. It has music that plays, and you can actually take over the stream. I had that little bar up there, and a certain dollar your name gets put up there too. It's pretty cool.
Did you just start using Streamlabs OBS?
I actually have been stacking Streamlabs OBS on top of regular OBS studios.
Okay.
And this show right here is stacked. I'm stacking OBS on top of Hangouts, and then stacking Streamlabs on top of that. And then I have another program which I run in the background too. So I'm stacking 4 or 5 things every single show.
Well, it's paying off. Yeah, the channel looks sharp.
Hey, how you doing? The Canadian Fisher's in here, guys. Make sure you guys check out the Canadian Fisher. And it is a lot of work getting this all set up like this, and sometimes I think it might be too much. Because I don't know what this would look like on a phone.
Well, you never know where this is going to lead you to.
Yeah, you never. That's true. And eventually, maybe I'm going to, when I grow the channel up to about 15,000, 20,000, I'm actually going to start looking at trying to get onto a TV network. Then I can say, okay, look what I already have over here. I've already built this. I already got an audience.
Well, you're becoming an influencer.
Yeah, and another thing which I love absolutely doing is finding these companies that no one's ever heard about and bringing them in and showing and getting them into the public eye. Well, I'm kind of being interviewed on my own show. I'm used to doing the interviewing. And if you guys missed my interview on Fishy Angler, make sure you guys go back there and watch that because you'll learn a lot about me.
I think going on other channels is a good thing. It's you get to meet people who might not be in your circle.
Oh, that is very, very true. But one thing about going over there is you only got so many hours in one day.
That's true.
And on top of balancing my family and the amount of time I put into this show, it's real hard to not stretch myself thin. I worked so hard at growing up to 1900 that I put myself thin on getting guests, and I'm paying for it right now. And that's why I've slowed down my actual growth in numbers. But another thing is, like, I know a lot of people going into these streams where everyone says, got you, got you, got you. But the thing is, I met a lot of these people in there, but besides, if they're not in a niche, I don't think they come and watch.
That takes up a lot of your time if you watch everything. I think folks gravitate to what they enjoy, and like in my case, I gravitate to what I enjoy, and anybody who ends up watching our content, I purposely go back and watch their content.
Yeah.
If you end up with 800 subscribers and you watch every single video that these YouTubers put out, it makes for a very long day. I don't think it would be possible.
Oh yeah, and one thing which I try to do is I keep a running. I was thinking I do watch the chat. There's this rumor going on. I don't watch the chat. I do watch it for the most part. When I have a guest up here, it's hard to watch it, especially if I'm talking to someone that I have a guest coming up in the next couple months that has 800K. And I'm definitely going to be focusing on that guest. And that's why I like having a wingman up here like Grant. Grant is a lifesaver. Grant makes
He's like a great guy. I enjoy his worm videos.
Oh, yeah. And Jennifer, if you're new to the channel, make sure you please hit that red button and check out all these great people. All you have to do is interact with them, and you will grow. WTF Mike's like, he don't watch the chat.
It's hard to do. When we did our first live on this past Wednesday, I was in one room watching the chat and corresponding with people. Jim was in another room, and we had a producer producing the show from Indiana, and we're in Connecticut. It was I don't know how do you do it as a one-person operation. It's tough. We had two people doing it, and we had trouble keeping up with it.
Oh yeah, and right now I only got 15 people in here. There's times I have 50 people in this chat.
Wow.
And when that's going on, this chat just flies. And then I've added that little, what is it, about 13 minutes of a pre-show. And people have asked me, why did I add that? Well, I'm bringing guests in exactly at 10, and they don't like coming in and seeing 3 people.
Right.
And I went out and I subscribed to that Epic, to that music site where I could play the music on here. And I think that adds a touch, and hope it adds some entertainment. So what's next for your channel?
Well, we're going to try to do weekly live shows on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. East Coast time. Our concept is to have one Jim Murphy and one live guest right next to him, and then on top of that have a remote guest. So the audience gets to see at least 3 people and gets to hear the opinions of 3 different people. And we're going to talk about anything to do with cars. We call the show Talking Cars with Jim Murphy and Friends. So, Jim has 35 years of experience in the car industry as an appraiser. And he goes around the country appraising cars. A lot of TV shows that you see about cars, they refer their customers to Jim Murphy to do appraisers. So although we're in Connecticut, he travels to California, New Mexico, Florida, Chicago. He goes all over the country doing appraisals on muscle cars, classic cars, collector cars. And not only that, he does trade shows. He's away today at a trade show, a car show. So he travels the country. And so we're going to keep doing Talking Cars with Jim Murphy and Friends as a weekly live. In addition to that, we're going to put up videos from the different car shows, from the different racetracks, You know, we're open. We want to grow this thing. We want to make it all about cars. You know, whether it's breaking news from what new news came out this week, or it's interviewing other successful people or people who have history in the car business, or fans of cars. You know, we're gonna, at each show that we do, each live show, we're gonna do trivia. And if I'm not coming across good, I'm not a public speaker. I apologize, folks.
Well, you sound extremely good, actually.
Jim is very passionate about muscle cars, classic cars, collector cars. So we want to make a show that shows his passion, and we want to attract raving fans of other folks that, you know, like cars. And we want to see where it takes us. You know, obviously he's doing it to get more appraisal business for his business. And he's also doing it because he really loves it.
Yeah, and that's absolutely awesome. And be doing a show about something you're passionate about actually makes your shows a lot better. And I'm trying to take notes while I see stuff going across the chat.
But what's cool is that when he does his videos, like he went to Meekum auction in Kissimmee, Florida in January, and he did about 40 different videos, so little video clips that I do his backroom stuff. I edit it and put it up for him. But he did about 40 to 50 little clips on different cars. When he talks on his videos, there are no notes. He does it because he's very detailed, and he's been doing it for 35 years. He walks around a car, and 90% of what comes out of his mouth is natural. He truly knows the cars, because when he does an appraisal, it's a 12 to 16 page appraisal with photos and details that would blow you away. The details, you know, he asks for receipts of how they built the car and what, you know, he wants to make sure if it's original, matching numbers. And, you know, like fishing, I don't know much about fishing, and I don't know much about cars, but he does, and he's really into it. And the folks who meet him and talk to him, they know he's real. It's been a pleasure to work with Jim, and I've learned so much in the last 4.5 months that we've been doing this. You know, I have an amazing respect for the YouTube creator community. The folks that we have met, the folks that have come and helped us out, like yourself. You didn't have to help us the other day. We don't know each other other than chatting once in a while on your live streams. You know, like Jim from Video Call-In Show. He came to our rescue. You came to our rescue. Other people sent me Facebook messages, gave me advice on things we could do better. We appreciate that. We're learning. You know, we're not perfect. We're learning. It's a journey. You know, it's like being a baby. You don't start off by walking right away. You have to crawl. You have to roll first. And it's been a wonderful journey, and we're going to see where it takes us, one day at a time.
Up on panel right now, Up North Outdoors is muscle car appraisal. And so would you like to learn how to do some of the scrolling text? Because you could really sharpen it up doing something like that. That's really
I would love to learn how to do that. I really would.
Well, one of these days when you have a little bit of time and I have more time, contact me and I'll give you a rundown to some of this stuff.
Thanks, Derek. Thank you very much.
So let's see what we have going on over in the chat. Let's see here. Someone asked he wants me to ask you how to learn how to appraise cars.
Well, Jim is the appraiser, Jim Murphy. He's the master appraisal. He has 2 other guys who work with him, and they travel the country doing it. He started 35 years ago. His passion, you know, he used to work in a gas station. And then from working in a gas station, he went to work for our auto body shop. And from working in an auto body shop, he had an opportunity to become an insurance appraiser 35 years ago. So he became an insurance appraiser 35 years ago. And from what I hear, it's a great career. I met him through my son. His daughter and my son were good friends and are still good friends. If they met each other in high school, and we used to go to different competitions for the kids, and we became friends. And you know, he learned how to become an appraiser from actually working in gas stations, actually working in auto body shops, and then the training that the insurance companies gave him. Now he doesn't do much insurance company work. He does do a lot of testifying at legal trials for attorneys. So if an attorney needs the opinion, expert opinion of an appraiser, they hire Jim. He goes to court on behalf of either side. And then different TV shows. I can't divulge the names, but there are a lot of national TV shows that recommend Jim as their appraiser, and he goes all over the country doing appraisals. This YouTube channel, we had lunch 4.5 months ago, and I suggested to him, you should go on YouTube with your knowledge. I think not everybody's going to like it, but the folks who are into cars are going to like it. So we've been doing it for 4.5 months, and I hope that answers your question. And again, if I don't come across good, I'm not a public speaker, and I apologize, guys.
Oh, you're doing extremely well. It's actually extremely informative. So, where do you want your channel to go? Do you want to get to the point where you get monetized? Do you want to hit that 1K?
Well, we did a YouTube channel for yes. We want to make money. We all want to make money, but we did a YouTube channel for a lot of different reasons. We want to get monetized. We want to grow the channel. We want to get more customers for Jim's appraisal business. We want to get more lawyers to get in touch with Jim if they need expert advice for a trial or something. We want to have our own line of merch. Jim enjoys doing public speaking. He's good at it. I'm not good at it, but Jim is good at it. So we want to see where it takes us. He's already doing the car show scenes all over the country. He's at a car show today. So where the YouTube channel should bring recognition to him while he's at the car shows. And on the other hand, while he's at the car shows, the fact that he has a YouTube channel should give him the opportunity to interview car owners and have them talk about their cars. So it's one hand washes the other. We want to see where it takes us.
Oh, one thing
I think what's going to end up, my personal opinion, Derek, is I think what's going to end up happening is one of these Discovery channels or History channels will end up offering him to do something, whether he'll be a consultant or have his own show, because he truly is knowledgeable.
And one thing what you guys could absolutely do would benefit from is trying to get when you set up your merchandise and to get some stuff with your guys' YouTube channel on it. But you guys can advertise that, even if he's at a car show, even at doing appraisals. If he's walking around with that YouTube thing there, a lot of those people will find him. And that is one way that he can definitely grow his YouTube following and be getting the kind of people watching him that you guys would benefit from having. You benefit from having every single person, but the people who are going to sit there and watch a full hour video or 2-hour live stream are the ones you really want.
Totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. He for this car show that he's doing today for this weekend, he put up a little sign on his booth, come visit our YouTube channel. But I totally agree with you. If he had a T-shirt or a golf type shirt with, the YouTube logo with his channel name, I think that would be a positive. I know we're going to do that in the future. But the cool thing is because he's been doing it for such a long time, he knows so many people. One of our future guests on our live streams on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. is a guy named Jesse. Now, Jim's specialty is cars from 1950s and newer. Jesse does 1950s and older. And he happens to run one of the largest restoration companies in the world, happens to be based in Connecticut. And so Jesse's going to be doing a live stream interview with us, but we're going to be doing not shows, but videos from Jesse's 18,000 square foot restoration shop with all the original signs and memorabilia and old cars like 1920s and 1930 cars. And he's going to talk about how he restores it. So anybody who's into cars are going to appreciate that. So we're going to mix it up. We're going to have, muscle cars from the 1950s and newer, and classic cars from the 1950s and newer. And we're going to have collectible older cars that 1950 and older. It's going to be fun. We'll see where it takes us, one day at a time.
VSF Outdoors. This is muscle car appraisal. So you had a pretty good live stream the other night. I'm glad that worked out for you, man.
Yeah, it worked out good. It was because of you and because of Jim from Video Call-In Show, who runs a YouTube channel. Jim ended up producing the show from us. We're in Connecticut. He was in Indiana. He was producing the show for us from Indiana. It's amazing what technology had, what you could do with technology. But Jim produced the show for us from Indiana, and thank God for you and Jim from Video Call-In Show. It would not have happened. My computer kept on crashing all afternoon when I was doing practice runs, and everything worked out good. 10 minutes before the show went live, we were still having trouble, but thank God everything worked out good.
Yeah, sometimes everything starts acting up, and you have to, and it's really fun when you're trying to fix it while you're on air.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim reached out to me. Jim reached out to me the day after the show. That was yesterday when I was on somebody else's live stream. We were chatting. He said to me, "You look like you were stressed out." I said, "I felt like an oil well ready to explode." And I was waiting for my blood pressure to go through my brain on Wednesday. It was very, very stressful, but I want to thank all of our fans and subscribers who supported us. They really came through. We ended up having a lot of views, and we ended up having a really good show for the first time. It's only going to get better.
Oh, yeah, they all get better all the time, especially as you start getting better equipment.
We still have a lot to learn, baby steps. It's not going to be perfect because we are all human.
Oh, yeah. It takes a lot of work.
Now, how long have you been doing this YouTube stuff?
Since the end of last October. So, was it 5 months?
You seem to have a very active community that supports you. I found out about you from a guy named Hauling Ash.
I know Hauling Ash.
You know them?
Yeah.
He told me about you, and we came over to your channel, and it's been I never knew up until that day that there was such a thing as live streams, and we came on, and you welcomed us, and your community is great.
Thank you. I mean, without this community, there would be no Kohl Outdoors. One thing I always keep in mind, without the audience, there's no show.
Yeah, it's about the fans. I read a book once called Raving Fans. If you ever have a chance to pick up that book, it's an awesome book. And it really it brings everything to reality.
Yeah, and that is very true. And learning how to pick which communities you want to be involved in and which ones you don't is one of the best things you can do.
Yes. There's a lot of good communities out there, and especially for a new YouTuber who really is trying to do something good and not suck off of YouTube but add to YouTube. Yeah. Like yourself, good YouTube creators who are trying to do good for YouTube and really care. Those are the ones that you should hang out with. like your show, Kohl's.
Hey, Frogger's Garage. How you doing? Did I read that right? Probably not. Hey, Frogger. Yeah, one thing which I don't know if you noticed when you were trying to read the chat while you're doing this, it's really small, isn't it?
It is slow. It is slow.
Yeah, what I want to do in the future is I'm trying to get it to work right. It won't work right. I'm trying to bring in, if I can bring my guests straight into the background with me. And then won't be no more jumping from one side to the other. You just jump from side to side on here.
Yeah, Jim, as he left yesterday, he said, you got to figure out how to do it by next Wednesday. So, okay.
Figure out how to do what?
How to, we ended up going through a service called Zoom.
Yeah.
Because we kept on having trouble with Google Hangouts that night. So we ended up using, for the video call-in part of it, Zoom. That worked out good, but I don't know. I have to figure it out. I have to figure out how to make it all come together for next Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure it out.
If you need any help, let me know. I'll help you out.
I will definitely reach out to you, Derek. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You might want to do it a couple days before that then, though.
Maybe Monday if you have time?
I should be able to help you out Monday.
Okay, I'll reach out to you.
That's usually the day I have my night show, and the wife's off that day. So if I had time, I'll definitely help you out.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you so much.
Just give me a list of questions, and I'll help you out with it.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Yeah, the YouTube community has been amazing. I found that most of the people that we associate with have been very helpful, giving us tips and ideas on how to make things better. Sincere people. It's been good. It's been a good experience.
Yeah, you even got your name up here on my on the PayPal one up here now. You see your name scrolling across my screen.
Oh, cool. Cool. That's cool.
And BSF Outdoors, if you don't know him, he's amazing. And we had to take a first commercial break right here, okay?
Okay.
We'll be right back in about a minute. Oh, what is 3 minutes long? Oh, then here we do my commercials. So now we're back, guys, and that was a quick commercial break. And if you'd like a commercial on Kohl Outdoors, you need to join the Patreon at $10 a month. And starting next week, we're actually doing a Patreon drive. There's gonna be specials involved. You still here, Muscle Car Faisal?
I'm still here, Derek. What kind of fishing do you like?
Oh, I primarily bass fish.
And you enter tournaments?
Yes, I do. I'll be doing kayak tournaments this year.
When did they start?
Well, the one league I have going, I'm looking at doing right now is May 3rd is the first tournament.
Cool. And you can win prize money?
A little bit.
Good. That makes it interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's going to be interesting is not just the idea of doing the actual bass fishing there, as I'm going to put those cameras on there, and I'm going to do make some actual tournament videos, me fishing in a tournament. I've seen me get smoked a bunch of times.
Do you ever get together, all these friends and fans that you meet online, do you ever get together with some of them?
Oh, yeah. I met up with Ken's Vlogs and Cycle Ghost Trackers just a couple weeks ago for the ice fishing tournament.
Cool. Cool. What state are you located in?
Ken's Vlogs is in Central Michigan, and Cycle Ghost Trackers is from Northern Indiana.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool what happens when someone donates. So works pretty good. You get some music and rain, and it starts raining cash.
And that's the yellow banner that we see, Streamlabs?
Yep.
Well, let's get somebody to get on there and donate $5 and see what happens.
Well, I got the just put it into the chat there.
Folks, get online and let's see what happens to that yellow banner in the middle of the screen that says Streamlabs.
See, I wish I could make it where you could click on stuff over there on that screen. I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Well, knowing you're very good at technology. I'm sure if anybody could figure it out, Derek, it's you.
Well, the thing which is going on with it, I think, is because you got to remember this is a projection of what's on my screen.
Okay.
If you could see if on my side, everything's upside down and backwards.
Is it delayed? Like the other night when we did our live stream, it was weird because I was watching on one computer and it was a delay.
Yes.
Like 30-second delay.
It should be about 20 to 35 seconds.
Yeah. That was strange.
And it just takes a little bit getting used to it because you'll say something and you're trying to get everyone to respond over here, and no one responds for like 30 seconds to what you say.
Well, folks, right in the middle of Derek's screen, it says donate now, streamlabs.com/Kohl Outdoors. Somebody can donate $5 or $10, something wild's going to happen. So if you have an opportunity, let's make that live, the Streamlabs yellow banner explode. Let's make it happen.
Explode? That'd be interesting.
How's that for a commercial, Derek? Guys, I apologize. I'm not good at public speaking.
And another thing which happens is you see where up here it says HP 2000?
Yes.
You can actually get if you can knock me off up there, your banner will actually pop up there. It should anyways.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Cool.
Well, see, I don't know if I did the code right on that yet.
So what's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Biggest bass?
Sure.
Biggest largemouth is 11.5 pounds. Caught down in Texas.
Wow.
Biggest smallmouth is just over 8.
Wow. Did you see on TV the other day somebody caught a gold-colored fish?
From where?
I don't know. It was on TV like a week ago. It was on the national news.
Okay. It depends where they caught it from. I mean, I'm sure down in some places, I'm sure it's common.
It was amazing. They put it back in. That was good. You put yours back in too?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even take any pictures. Till I started doing this show here, I didn't really think about taking pictures of anything. Which is absolutely insane, right?
Yeah, these days with social media, everybody's taking pictures. It's crazy.
Well, I wasn't really interested in the actual social media platforms until about last October. But I really thought about doing a show for about a year and a half, and I was trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to run this show. Hey, Big Game James Fishing, everybody. Make sure you check him out. It's a great channel too, guys. Yeah,
So
all these.
who do you have on line watching us now?
We have 19 people watching right now.
Okay. And who do you have?
Who do I have? Okay, I'll do a quick shout out of everyone we have in here. We have Size Detectants, Fishy Angler, Grant McIntosh, Jason Holzel, Jays0530, Lake Creek Bottoms Outdoors, MD Outdoors. Of course, I have Muscle Car Appraisal, Nicholas Perlat Outdoors, Russ Boras Outdoors, Sermon from my home Lacey, the Mojo Boy, VA Vegas Girls Paranormal, and WTF Mike. I probably missed a bunch of people because I didn't renew it before I did that. And we have Blinks TV, Larry D's Tanks and More. Heaven's Gate Cherry Farm just came in. We have Fishing Freaks. We have a lot of people in here.
A lot of great channels.
Oh, yeah, there's not a bad channel among them. Oh, VSF just goes, Fishing Freak, it's all good. Just don't spam my chat. And we have Fishing the Mitten TVs just came in, and I'm going to have to set something up because I want to go fishing with Fishing the Mitten TV. I don't think it's that far from me. And we have BSF Outdoors. Now everyone's going, you missed me, you missed me. BSF Outdoors does a lot of great things for my channel. He puts in my links. He makes some of these commercials you guys see. I've seen that fish, my dad said. It was a giant goldfish.
Yes, it was. It was like, oh man, it was huge. It was like over 2 feet long. It was amazing.
That's insane.
It was like, I wasn't sure if it was real. I thought it was fake at the moment, but then when they started interviewing the guy, it was real. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Fishing the Mitten. This summer, he just said we're going to hook up and go fishing. That'd be awesome. Expert fever. Trump fish, maybe. Pull this again. Boom.
What time does your show go until today?
Oh, my morning shows always run 2 hours. So this will go to about noon.
Till noontime. Okay.
How's it going? Binky wants to know. Okay, Binky, it's going pretty good. Everyone, if you would, flood the chat with Binkies for Binky. Yeah, so he's from 30 minutes from Detroit, so it's just about 2 hours up north up to me. Is the snow melting? It might be. I haven't walked outside yet. If it is, it's melting really slow. Uh-oh. Hey, if you notice, you can see the chat on my screen going through there too. I did that for I can read it over here, where I can keep up with what's going on when I'm not in here.
Now, do you fish in the wintertime too, or no?
Yeah, I like to do some ice fishing. I didn't do enough of it this year, but I also have a 2-year-old son, so it's real hard taking him out on the ice.
Congratulations on having a son.
Thanks. I have a son and 3 daughters.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's great. Congratulations. It's all about family. It's
all about family. My kids range from 19 to 2.
That's awesome. It's all about family. It's that's the number one thing.
I asked them to flood it with binkies and to put a bunch of piles in there for bass and binks. Here's from Alaska. Broken X is from Alaska, guys. Yeah, I know. It's just so cold. I mean, we had extremes this year. It was either no ice on the water or it was negative 50. You want to talk about extremes? Oh, Binky hit 1K. And cod fishing, what was it, 180? It's from Australia. He has some excellent content over there, and I'd love to go down there and try to catch some of those fish. I just don't know how much it costs, and it costs a lot just for the plane tickets. I think once I get my monetization done, and I get that little button with the dollar sign on the bottom, it'll be a lot easier. Because then you only have to push a button to donate. I'll be right back. I'm going to get something to drink. I'll start playing a commercial.
So, guys, I want to thank everybody for supporting each other. This 4.5-month adventure on YouTube has been amazing. Meeting people like Derek from Kohl Outdoors and a lot of the folks that are on the chat right now. It's been encouraging. It makes you realize that there are a lot of good people in this world. And when you're having a bad day and you can jump on a live stream and you can hear some positive information, you can learn some stuff. It makes it really positive vibes. And a guy like Derek, who's put together this channel that supports other YouTubers and creators. Thank you, Derek, for being there for us.
You're welcome. I'm gonna do something right now, which is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. One of these days, I'll teach you how to do that too.
Okay.
Have you seen me open up the phone lines before?
I have not.
Let me find. Now I need to call my own phone real fast with my number. If I get that number. And I've done this a couple times. See if I can get swatted today.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
What?
Derek Kohl is not available.
That's weird. It didn't even ring on my side. Ah, it's not got no service right now. Okay, it's an 810 number. There it is. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up the phone lines, everybody. And we're gonna open up. Anyone can call in. Eventually I'm gonna change this to a 1-800 number as soon as I figure that out. Oh. There's another way you can interact with your guest. And I'm going to be getting an 1-800 number for it's not possible to trace where it's from. But this is from like 200 miles away from me anyway, so.
That's the number that they call in on?
Yep.
810-373-9205. Call in right now, folks. 810-373-9205.
Come in and call in. You can ask Muscle Car Appraisal any question you want. You can talk to me if you want. And the number should work. And that number is from about 300 miles away from me, so I should be fine. Oh, maybe we'll get someone to call in. It's amazing how hard it is to get people to call in. That's not all call at once, Ken said. Yeah, another guest I've had on here before is Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm. And I don't think very many people have had that. Oh, someone calls in. I'll show you how this works.
Okay, cool. Cool.
That's the hard part, is getting someone to call in.
So in your YouTube journey, Derek, knowing what you know today, would you have done anything differently in the last few months?
What have I done something different? I've been tweaking what I've been doing for a while. I think if I would do something, if I was to do something different, I'd love to add more videos. I absolutely would love to add more videos up here, and but I wish I also found the Hangout sooner, and I'd started doing these shows productions like this sooner too.
Did you do the show productions to add more minutes, view minutes?
No, actually, I decided to add these show productions and create these shows because my channel is more about educating and getting people out there and letting people connect and learn about new products. And making videos was okay and doing it that way, but being able to bring an expert in, have them talk, and then be able to get the interaction going was absolutely awesome.
Cool. Now, what kind of social media? I know I see Facebook on your screen here. Do you use Twitter?
Oh, we have a call. Oh, welcome on the air. You're on Kohl Outdoors.
Good morning. How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing today, Grant?
Doing good.
We have Muscle Car Appraisal up here.
Yeah, I've been watching on and off, trying to get some stuff done at work and listening here and there.
Hey, Muscle Car Appraisal, can you hear him okay?
I'm going to jack my speaker up a little bit. It sounds like Grant.
Yeah, it is Grant. One second.
Cool.
Let me see if I can do something with this too. Let me change my speaker for the phone. So, what have you been up to, Grant? Besides working a double today, which can't be too much fun.
That's all so far today. Just putting in the time, making a little extra money today.
Yeah. Now we should be able to hear you a lot better.
Okay. Yeah, nothing too exciting. It's been lightly raining here this morning. It's supposed to get some thunderstorms tomorrow, so I was hoping to get up and go fishing tomorrow morning.
Also, we have two guests tomorrow. The kayak guy's going to be here tomorrow on top of the other guest.
Okay. So he postponed from today till tomorrow?
Yeah, he wasn't able to get me all the photos he wanted, and he hadn't talked to his partner yet about getting on the show.
Okay.
So, can you hear him a lot better, guys?
Yes, much better.
I just had to change the speakers. I've been upgrading my stuff since I got a new webcam coming. It should be here today or tomorrow. And then I also added this awesome speaker system here, which is what I play all my morning shows on music through.
Right.
So, you got any questions for Muscle Car Appraisal?
No, when's the next live stream? I know he was saying didn't go. The live stream he was supposed to do the other night was canceled.
No, we did do our live stream, Grant, this past Wednesday. We just had a lot of technical difficulties up until the live stream. Then we had to a friend of Jim Murphy's. His name is Jim. He runs a YouTube channel called Video Call-In Show. He came to our rescue, and he actually produced our show from Indiana. We're located in Connecticut. So the backroom production of our show this past Wednesday night was produced by Jim from Video Call-In Show at his location in Indiana. It's amazing to me how that could happen, but it all went through fine. He did he's in the television industry. He's in the production side and producing side in the actual television industry. So he came through our rescue, canceled his show for that night to help us out. I was saying to Derek that there's a lot of good people out there in this YouTube community, and he did that. He doesn't know us other than interviewing Jim Murphy one time live on his show. He just came to our rescue. So the show went live this past Wednesday, and it's going to go live this coming Wednesday at 9 o'clock. But we have a lot to learn. It went smoothly, but it was nerve-wracking. I really respect everybody who does these live streams. It's a lot of work. I never realized it.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of work. So I think we still have Grant on here, and I think I improved the sound all the way around right now. Does it sound better all the way around?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear him a lot better now on my end.
Yeah, I'm still learning on how to set these phones up. So thanks for calling in, Grant. I think VSF said he wanted to call in.
Okay, sounds good. Hope everybody has a great day.
All right, thanks for calling, Grant.
All right, talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. So we opened up the phone lines because BSF said he was going to call. So BSF, I just put you on the spot. But you see, wouldn't this be awesome? An awesome feature for your show?
It would be an awesome feature. It's a good idea. How do you do that?
It's programming. I can teach you.
That would be an awesome feature. Because you never want
Here
dead
we go.
areas.
Yeah, the only problem is you never know who's going to call. Good morning, on the air with Kohl Outdoors. Who is this?
BSF Outdoors.
Oh, welcome, BSF Outdoors. How you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Right now on panel we have muscle car appraisal. Do you have any questions for muscle car appraisal?
Yes. What was his first car?
Let's see. I'm actually Bob. I do the back end work for Jim Murphy. But Jim's first car was a Camaro that he painted by hand by brush.
A little bit more of an upgrade than my car is. My first car.
That was your first car, BSF.
I have a Ford Taurus.
Cool. My first car, I had
Ford
a.
Taurus, that is.
Hey, Bass and Binks just jump up on panel with us.
Uh-oh.
I think he's up
Double
here.
now.
I think he's up here trying to get a hold of his Binky. Hey, Bass and Binks, if you would use your other camera for we can actually see you.
Come on, you slow phone.
Up there and steal his thunder.
I had a Ford Taurus one time. I loved the Ford Taurus because
There you go.
it had so much room. You could put so much stuff in it.
Uh-huh. That's what people tell me. I have so much stuff in it.
I used to be an auctioneer. I used to deal with estates and antiques. And my wife and I used to go to New York State to Friday night and Saturday night estate auctions. And we used to buy these big pieces of antiques. And my wife kept on saying, how are you going to fit that in the car? I said, it's my Ford Taurus. I could fit it in the car one way or the other. And it's amazing how the older Ford Tauruses had so much room.
Oh yeah. So Bass and Binks, what's your
Night.
Bass and Binks is up here. We're talking about first cars. What was your first car, Bass and Binks?
I currently don't drive.
Oh, Binky needs a Binky.
Uh-oh. I mean, come on. He's still pacifier. What do you expect?
Oh yeah. Well, I was wondering when he was going to catch that big fish that pulled him in.
Well, you know.
Oh, man.
But see, when I got my car, I love to do fishing, right? Well, I couldn't get my fishing pools to fit in there, so I took the back seat out. Now I stick my catfishing rod all the way from the trunk all the way up into the windshield with all my other rods. And people didn't really like riding with me that much. I don't know why. It wasn't like they were so inches away from the face or anything.
Is that Grant?
That was my question.
Okay, hey, you just got asked the question. Are you Grant?
No, I'm not Grant.
That's not Grant. That's BSF, man.
Alright.
I better
Didn't
get
sound like Grant to me.
He's gonna get mad at me for not dropping his links in the chat.
Okay. Okay, BSF. I'll see you down in the chat, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep opening up the phone line for the next caller. Yeah, I'll teach you how to do this. This isn't really that difficult, but I'd suggest you get a 1-800 number, which is what I'm trying to do. Is switch it to a 1-800 number.
More security that way.
Well, a 1-800 number can't be traced back to any place because this one right here. This is just about 300 miles away from my house. But at the same time, it does tell you what state I'm in.
Well, if we're talking about cars, I'm probably gonna get a truck, but I'll tell you, it's not gonna be Ford. I'm not a fan of Fords.
Oh yeah.
I hate Fords. I'd get either a Chevy or a Dodge.
Yeah, we're gonna take the numbers off here. I just wanted to show the muscle car some of the things that he can do that we can set up. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's really cool. It's amazing. And you bring everybody through Google Hangouts through your stream.
Yes, everything, the phone, everything goes through Hangouts.
Cool.
But the phone's not a whole entire app, which is kind of weeded through everything.
Exactly, Bouncer. Ford. Fix or repair daily. I've seen so many Fords break down. My whole family, they're all Chevy now because they had Ford. And my brother had a Taurus, and that thing was junk. The floor rotted out.
Okay, so Bass and Binks is up here to talk cars with us. I know it's been a different kind of show. And he doesn't drive. Okay. So what's your dream car?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a truck guy.
What kind? Okay, what's your favorite? What's your dream truck?
Oh, so you want to go this route? My dream truck is a 1980s
Oh, he's going old.
Chevy K5 Blazer Okay, one of these three. Chevy K5 Blazer, they're all in the 80s. K5 Blazer, K10 or K20 with a 12-valve Dodge Cummins diesel in it, lifted like a 6 to 12-inch lift with 35s with mud terrains.
Oh, that sounds absolutely awesome, man.
Sure does.
So Bob, how much would that be worth?
Derek, I have no idea. I just do the back room work for Jim Murphy.
Okay.
That whole thing, probably $40,000-$50,000 to get
Wow. Okay.
It sounds like a nice truck.
Yeah.
it.
I was just playing. I was trying to go from one side to the other.
I can show you. Chevy K10.
You have a picture of it?
He's Googling it. You find anything on Google. It's amazing. I wonder why my chat's not working like it's supposed to.
Chevy.
See that black area in my far underneath over here? It's supposed to be the whole chat. What's going on in the chat? It's supposed to be popping up right there.
Okay, let's do a K20.
Do you still have a lot of people on board with us today?
No, we still got 16.
That's great. That's great.
Absolutely awesome.
Well, sorry I wasn't a smooth guest, Derek.
Oh, you're perfectly fine. Yeah. It's a learning experience for everyone, and the more time you spend up on these, the easier they become.
I wish Jim was here because he could have done a much better job than me.
Oh, you're doing great.
Why do you have to take me to a separate website? I don't want to go to a separate website about this.
Okay, BSF.
That's a K20.
BSF.
Wow, that's a nice vehicle. Good color too. Very
Not that color in particular, but that. I either want that or that's a K20. Let's see, a K10.
So how do you plan on paying for this?
It's my dream.
Okay.
K10. I mean, they don't look that much different. A K10, but a K5.
Very nice. I like the one on the left.
This one?
Yeah,
How's Paul's going on his end? What do you mean, Cod fishing?
That's a K5.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, my buddy had a K5, and that's what I'm like, yeah, I want that truck now. And then he got rid of it because something happened with it.
Okay. So are you going fishing anytime soon, BSF? BSF, are you going fishing anytime soon? I know Binky is.
I should be Sunday. My brother said, yeah, I mentioned trout fishing yesterday on Sunday, going Sunday, but I'm like, it's supposed to rain, you know that, right? He's like, I don't care, we'll go. I'm like, all right. It's supposed to be in the 50s.
High Velocity Savage says, you're going to be, that Bass and Binks is going to be a huge YouTuber. That's how he's going to pay for it. Ford Explorers will get you there eventually. This has been a different style show today.
Now you see, if my buddy Hook and Hunt was in the chat, he'd be, oh man.
Okay. So let's just change speeds a little bit here, Bass and Binks. Are you ready for the summer? You're gonna come up and fish against me, right?
Oh yeah.
What do you think your odds are?
There's a 50-50 chance. I'm not saying you're going to win. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. I'm not saying I'm going to win. I'm not going to say you're going to win. Who knows?
You're dodging the question.
Cole, if I beat you and you're saying this now, I'm going to laugh.
Yeah, but he's dodging the question completely here. Hey, I give it 70-30.
I give it 50-50.
Okay. Let's see, I've been fishing
What
long.
lake? What body of water are we going to? Pond or lake?
Oh, we're going to go to a lake, buddy.
How big's the bass in this lake?
We're going to fish Hubbard Lake, or we're going to fish out of Harrisville Harbor. So you're talking about let's see, Hubbard Lake's about 60,000 acres, and Lake Huron is 400 miles long by 300 miles wide. So you can figure out how many acres that is.
Are we fishing that bay that you were going to ice fish?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Fishing the Mitten TV says let's do Hubbard. I'm in. Fishing the Mitten knows Hubbard Lake. I know it pretty good too, but Harrisville Harbor, and we're doing kayaks.
All right. How deep's the deepest or on average?
Lake? Hubbard Lake has holes 150 feet deep.
Oh.
All right. So.
And Lake Huron has places that's miles deep. So.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get an advantage on.
You gonna get an advantage over me?
I'm trying to think to what to use, and
Okay, I'll give you a hint. The water is so clear in both places that you can see the bottom of 50 feet of water.
All right, thanks. I already know what I'm using.
You already know
That's
what you're
easy.
using? Okay.
That's easy.
Oh, Fishing the Mint says, ooh, I get to put my Old Town in and do work. let's do this. Yeah, that's why I really want to get is an Old Town, but I'm not going to raise enough money for that.
That's easy. I already know what I'm using.
Good.
If you're saying it's that deep, that's easy.
I'm not going to give you any more hints. But there are 8-pound smallies in there. In both places.
You're just giving it away. I already know what I'm gonna.
Okay.
You're probably gonna use the same exact thing too.
Well, I want to guarantee that. I'll tell you in the morning, I'll start off using a KVD dog.
Top water, all right.
You gotta remember when you're fishing in deep water, the fish will come up 30 feet to hit a top water bait. Because they can see it just fine. It's just you gotta slow down in presentation, make longer cast.
So it's like ultra clear water. You can see the bottom.
Oh yeah, you can see what's on the bottom. You can see the crayfish walking around down there.
Is there gobies?
You can see the crayfish in 50 feet of water.
Cole, is there round gobies, the invasive species of the Great Lakes?
Oh, I'm not gonna give you away everything.
I'm just asking if there's gobies.
I'm not giving away everything about the lake.
All right, it's called Hubbard Lake. All right, I'll search this up myself.
Well, we might do Harrisville Harbor too. And watch when he comes up here, it's gonna be like 40-mile-per-hour winds and like 8-foot waves out there.
Oh, I've seen Lake Erie on bad days, and I've seen Lake Erie on good days.
Oh, Lake Erie's small for out on Lake Huron. Huron's a lot bigger than the Erie.
Yeah. One hour it could be 1 foot little rollers, and next hour if it gets really windy, 6-foot waves.
Yeah, I'll give him a practice day out there.
Hubbard Lake.
It's one of the best bass fishing lakes in the country. And there's not very many places better for smallmouth in the United States. And those aren't the words from me. That is the words from Kevin Van Dam.
4.7 stars on Google. Alcona County.
Alcona. We can go to Alcona if you want, but that wouldn't be fair. I know Alcona like the back of my hand. That's the lake by the way I grew up fishing on.
Area 13.83 miles squared. Or 13.83.
It's not a small lake.
Mean depth is 33 feet.
Well, it's not going to be during the hatch, Dad.
Max depth, oh man.
What? I told you it was deep.
85 feet.
Oh, that's not accurate. Which one are you looking at? Is that Alcona Pond or Hubbard Lake? Because that's not even close.
Hubbard.
Here we go. Topographical map time.
Max length 7 miles.
Oh. Holton Lake.
Derek, I'm going to have to go.
Okay, see you, man.
Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Here
Everybody
you go.
have a great weekend.
Here's your lake. Here's a topographical map of the whole lake. Hey, Turtle Creativity's in here, guys.
Yeah.
You're trying to study up on the lake, huh?
Well, if I'm going against you, I gotta have somewhat of an advantage.
Yeah, you're not gonna get an advantage by just looking at a line, man. Oh yeah, my dad. Yeah, my dad can beat me. And we're gonna be out there in kayaks.
All right. What's the other place you were talking about? What, the bay?
Okay, it's gonna be you're gonna be fishing out of Harrisville Harbor.
Harrisville.
Harbor. So you're gonna be fishing in Lake Huron. What's the prize? I don't think there is a prize. Harrisville Harbor would be actually pretty fun. But
So you said the water clarity, both places ultra clear?
yes.
So clear water baits. And Jay, the prize is bragging rights.
We have half an hour left in the show, and it's not that bad. Hey, PD Fishing's in the house, everybody. Hey, PD Fishing, can you please have whoever's in our show on Wednesday emailing you pictures? Oh, VSF just said a commercial's the prize. Why do we need a commercial as the prize? I'm going to win.
Kohl's saying he's winning right off the bat. He doesn't know. Fishing's fishing.
Yeah, fishing's fishing. But if you go out on Harrisville Harbor, even though I haven't fished that very much, there's some monsters out there. Some true monsters, smallmouth out there. They're a lot harder to find because there's a lot more space, but oh, James. Cole will lose. Bounce Slab is already running. He has a time machine. And Bounce Slab just posted a video, guys. I'm going to have to go watch that. Biggest fish gets a mount.
Biggest fish gets a mount. What are we doing? Numbers or weight?
Oh, we'll go length. And well, just going consecutive length. So how many fish counts? How many fish over 14 inches counts?
That's your keeper size in Michigan.
Yep. And you got to take a picture on your board. Do KBF rules.
$90 Yeah, that's deep.
And that water, I'll give you another hint, is extremely cold.
Cold? All right. You're probably going to use the same exact thing I'm going to use. Just, I wouldn't say the exact same bait, but the
So
same.
you're going to use a KVD dog in the first thing in the morning, right?
I won't say that's pretty much a spook.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just KVDs. You're using all KVD because he's from Michigan, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I can guarantee you the thing I switched to after that will not be a KVD.
I can use something that's by KVD for the technique or the rig.
You're gonna use a drop shot. I already know what you're going to try doing.
How'd you know? I mean, drop shots are effective in the Great Lakes.
Yes, they are.
Very effective.
And I'll have 6 rods on I'll have 6 rods out. And one will have a drop shot on it.
I make spin baits. What?
Hey, is Darren's Northern Life in here? Because they sent me his button back.
What, for not enough postage or something?
No, they said address not found.
He don't like fishing with me. I will say, Cole, the Strike King, KVD Perfect Plastic, and the Dream Shot, those are good drop shot baits.
Yeah, but you better get the right color because you got to match the forage there. You just got to keep the walleye off your baits because you only bass count.
Yeah. We're fishing
and I won't steer it wrong, but there's this lily pad section. Go in there and see what you can catch.
What, at Harvard or
Harvard Lake. And everyone, and my dad and James would say, "No, don't do that." Oh, we only got 12 people in here, guys.
You're trying to get me to go in lily pads because pike are in there, aren't you?
No, I'm not trying to do that at all. Oh, and the winner is going to get a box of lures from PD Fishing. And if you want the best time, come in about the beginning of June.
June?
Yes. We get into middle of June.
All right.
Oh, I love fishing the drop shot. So
I love fishing drop shots. Drop shots are amazing. If you don't fish a drop shot and you're a bass fisherman, something's wrong with you.
And if you get hot, jump in the lake, you'll cool right down, I promise you. My count is stuck on 16. We only got 9 people in here right now. What is today, Friday?
Thursday, Friday. Today's Friday? That reminds me, I have to call Black Eagle Arrows.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to ask them what their lightest IBO type hunting arrow is.
Yeah, you got to make sure it fishes the PSI. You know what PSI stands for, right?
PSI?
Yes.
Pounds per inch?
Per square inch. Because that darting's going to put a lot of PSI out, and if you don't have it, if they don't match, it will blow up in your face. That's the most important thing when you got to match your arrows to your bow.
Yeah, I talked to Tony, and they use Black Eagles for their crossbows.
Yep.
So
here's the question today. Here's some homework for you, Bass and Binks.
Huh?
Here's some homework for you. I want you to go online and figure out what has more PSI, a crossbow or compound bow. Hey, coast to coast.
I can probably answer that right now.
Okay, what? Answer it.
Crossbow.
Go check.
I'm wrong?
I'm not telling you. Go look it up. BD says crossbow.
Has to be. I could be wrong. All a crossbow is a compound that's on a.
Yeah.
I probably don't even have to look. It's probably a compound.
Well, PD Fishing says it's crossbow. Cod Fishing 180 says, I know that one.
It's a PSI.
Yes. And also Slab says, I'm the slab master. Yeah, we're going to go to a commercial break while he looks this up.
Why did I put Crossman? Crossman's a.
Okay, we're back, and we will see what Bass and Binks found out for us. What has more PSI?
Well, I searched up which has more PSI, crossbow or compound bow, and it popped up which is more powerful, crossbow or compound bow. And it says compound bows typically have draw weights less than 1/2 of a crossbow. A 70-pound compound bow is faster and has more energy than a 150-pound crossbow. Crossbows have a much higher draw weight, 150 is average, to generate the speed and energy due to the much shorter power stroke, 14 inches is average of a crossbow.
So what's stronger? So what do you think is more powerful?
What's stronger?
Yeah, what's more powerful?
Well, they just said compounds have more faster and more higher energy.
So higher energy means more pounds per square inch, right?
Pretty much.
So you guessed crossbow right off the bat. Why did you pick crossbow?
Did you see? Let's go with our old favorite brand, Darton.
Okay.
Darton Toxin 150 SS is a draw weight of 180 to, I think, 180 pounds.
Yes, it is. So, but if you're shooting the 70-pound demon compound bow, you actually have more.
That shoots
power.
330 to 335.
Yes, that's speed. That is not PSI. PSI is going to be a whole entirely different mathematical equation. So that arrow coming off that compound bow actually hits with more thud than a crossbow will.
Yeah.
Either one's deadly.
Yeah. You do not want to be standing in front of that arrow while it's coming flying.
No, you don't.
That thing, broadhead or field point, that thing's going most. I know a field point will go straight through you. A broadhead will most likely go right through you.
Depends on what kind of broadhead you're using.
Now, see, if you're using a Muzzy 100, yeah, that thing's going straight through bone.
You want it to go through your target stall. Yeah, I hunt with 70-pound draw weight. That's what I hunt with.
Currently, that one, that's like a 16, 18-year-old Jennings right there that's hanging up.
Oh, I can't see it.
That one?
Okay. Yep.
That I pull back. And that's the only bow that I've shot, so I don't know how smooth it is compared to a Darton. My guess, it's 16, 18 years old, and the technology over time's gotten better.
Oh yeah, that's a dinosaur.
That thing shoots. That's pretty slow.
I'm about to make a controversial statement. All Matthew bows are dinosaurs. Yep. If you don't shoot a Darton, you're shooting a dinosaur.
Me and Kohl can say for ourselves right now, Darton has their cams patented and licensed over to Matthew, so Matthew can use their cams, which for Matthews, that sucks as a brand because they're not using their own things.
Yeah, buddy.
So.
That good? Yeah, I'm not talking bad about them. Matthew makes a solid bow, but it's not a dart.
Yeah.
Well, come here, Andrew.
Well, let's look at it. Who's been around more, Darton or Matthews? Darton has. Darton's been around for about 70 years, and Matthews been around since the mid-'80s.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm not spending, which their crossbow line is the Mission Crossbows, which is their branch off company. I'm not spending $2,500 on a bow that you can uncock yourself without shooting something. I'm not spending $2,500.
Yeah.
That's too much for a crossbow.
Well, getting back into hunting and fishing topics now.
We're all over the place today, aren't we? Cars, now now fishing, and now hunting. Does your dad hunt?
I used to when I was a kid. He don't hunt anymore. I don't know if my dad's still in here or not. Oh yeah, he is. We only have 8 people in here. It's completely died down. Where did everyone go? Oh well. Oh, I feel like I'm getting old.
Yeah. Come on, cat. But yeah, I gotta call Black Eagle. The Black Eagle. Cause I want to shoot. One
thing which I'd recommend is how close is the closest dealer for a Darton?
95 miles.
I'd go shoot one before you bought one.
Where is the nearest Darton dealer? Let me look on Darton's website and look at dealers.
Yeah.
I think the nearest one to me is by Toledo.
This has gotten very boring. Yeah, I know. I've just ran out of energy. I've been sick for the last 3-4 days. Can't wait to fish against you, though, man.
All right, let's see. Good old brand Darton. Your locator?
Oh, Passion for Hunting and Fishing just went live.
That's why everybody ran out of here, because Rocco went live. This tripod thing right here that I'm holding smells like nose jammer.
Okay, so let's talk about so have you ever, what's the biggest smallmouth you ever caught?
I haven't caught a smallmouth. I've tried so much.
You've never caught a smallmouth? You're going to a smallmouth lake to fish against me?
Trust me, as much as I've tried to catch one, every time I go, I don't catch one. All right.
This is gonna be fun.
All right, let me rephrase this. I caught one at a reservoir, a Clearwater reservoir on a rooster tail, but it spit the hook at the bank by my feet.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. You've never even caught one before. You're gonna be fishing a primarily smallmouth lake against me. Okay.
Fuck. Let's do 100 miles from me. Submit.
65-pound cod for me. Cod tastes really good if it's cooked right.
Springboro, PA. 77 miles. All right, never mind.
Yeah, if I was you, I'd go down there and check those guys out.
That's in PA.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if I was you, I'd go shoot a couple first and make sure you get the one you want, because there's not much difference in price between the Demon and the Maverick. The Maverick 2.
I want the Lightning XT.
If I were you, I'd check out the Maverick 2.
See, they're all the same pretty much bow. They're just more updated technology.
Yeah, the Maverick 2 is the most updated one you can get. That's their flagship.
Their flagship for this year is both the Maverick XT and the Lightning XT. The Lightning XT shoots 5 more feet per second than a Maverick XT.
Okay, but what's this PSI? You're looking at the wrong thing. You gotta look at the PSI to know what's better for hunting. Feet per second's good. Crossbow would win all day, but PSI is what does the damage to the deer.
Well, you gotta wait. Well, look at it this way: if you're shooting the correct IBO, well, you're not for hunt. You're not going to shoot the exact correct IBO arrow because that's impossible. You need a hunting arrow. The IBO arrow is really light.
Here you go, Andrew.
Where? I swear there was one. It's 150 miles from me.
Yeah. You go 150 miles, you also just.
I swear. If I were to go 150 miles, I might as well just go to Michigan.
Yeah, you'll pretty much be if you go 150 miles, you can get up here and I take you some real good dealers.
There isn't one in Toledo. Never mind. Thought there's one in Toledo.
Uh-oh. Well, guys, I'm going to end the show a little early today. I want to say bye to everyone. You want to say bye, Binks?
See you, peoples.